What is up, guys? I'm at it again, looking at another car, possibly trading the Z06 for a GT350R. Man, this thing is real nice. 7,000 miles. They're asking $84,000 for it. It's been a long time since I had a Mustang. Sounds beautiful, runs beautiful. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. So it is got the full carbon package in it. Obviously the 6-speed. Still has the plastic on the mat. Apparently the guy had the car in storage for however long. He's got a Porsche GT3RS and he decided to let this thing go. So this is my first time driving an R model. I think they're like 540 horsepower, and I really haven't had a chance to get it to stretch its legs yet, because I guess these things are up to like 9,000 RPM. It's kind of difficult for me to really hold the camera with a stick. I gotta get on a side road somewhere. Damn, this thing is freaking nice. I wish I had a camera mount right now. I'm sure in the comments are gonna get a lot of people bashing me. Drive it while you're holding the camera. God, this thing is really nice. You know, there's a road that goes to the base up the road. Let me see if I can get on that road and see if I can do a good launch and a good pull all the way to the red line. All right, so I'm on the road all by myself. So I can tell you right off the bat, the suspension on this car is super, super tight, which obviously makes sense. It's made for the track, but even more so than my car in full track mode. It's just, I definitely couldn't use this car as a daily driven, and I wouldn't. I have my Nissan for that. But it's just, it's just really tight. Every bump, everything just bounces off your spine. All right, let's see if I can. Wow. It's nice. It's definitely not as fast as my Z, but it gets up there. It's I didn't think I would ever think I'd see the day where I thought a 500 horsepower car didn't feel that fast, but holy shit. I'll get out and do a quick walk around of the car before I have to bring it back to the dealership. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I like this car a lot. It's got the Recaro seats. Gotta stop cursing. This car is just fucking wicked. Ooh, shit, I'm sorry. I said, try not to curse in my videos anymore. I'm sorry. But this thing is just really, really nice. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Man, I love Mustangs, but I don't know, man. I love my Vette. God, and these seats just hug you right in. I don't think I've ever been in a car that had seats that were so race inspired. It's probably been about 8 years since I've driven a stick. Ready? Alright, I'm back on a side road. So I can tell you this, while the 5-speed is definitely fun to do in bursts, I don't know if I really want a manual to have as, I mean, let's face it, it's a toy, it's a leisure car. It's not something that I'm constantly going to be driving at the edge. So I don't know if I really want to switch over to a standard for that. You know, you guys can say whatever you want, but automatics right now are king. And this car with that 6-speed, you definitely have to muscle this car around to really get your enjoyment out of it, and you have to be driving it at the peak to really feel the power in the upper RPM range. Whereas the Corvette, you know, at even at low RPMs, you got instant boost with that Roots type blower that the car's got, and it's you're there. You always have that power. And this one, you can definitely feel with that flat plane crank and the high RPM limit on it. You have to work to get that power out of it. And I just don't know if that's something I want. If I was still younger and doing my track days, it would probably be a no-brainer. But my driving
another
style,
bad word.
when I look to have fun, you know, I mean, shit, crap, damn. I'm in Alabama, and it's there's not a lot. I mean, there's some curvy roads in the mountain, but for the most part, where I generally go, it's mostly straight roads, and I'm mostly doing straight line runs. And then, of course, I have the wife factor. You know, it's one thing that I keep buying cars every time she goes away to Florida, but it's something. I think I lost my video. I don't know where I left off, but what I was saying is, one of the things that always stops me from purchasing a ZL1, 1LE, or something like this is the exclusivity of the car. You know, my complex, I have Camaros, I have Mustangs, I have Chargers, Challengers all over the place, and that's why I never really bought a Hellcat or anything like that. I love the cars, I really do, but you know, it's frustrating when you drive down the road and you see yourself coming constantly. And you know, like I said, I don't know if this was in the other part of the video, but you pay this much money for a car and you're not using it for track, so you know, you're buying the car for what it is, and there is a certain exclusivity factor in that. And I don't care who you are or what you say, because if you don't truly believe that, you can buy a regular Mustang GT and you can get a lot more bang for the buck out of it putting money into the car. Alright guys, I'm back in my car. So in the end, honestly, like, I like the GT350R a lot. And if I were buying a car just to go to the track and everything, and that's all I did with it, I would definitely be trading my car in for that car. It's still not out of the question. I'm still thinking about it, because I still wanted a GT350 for quite some time, and then to come across a 350R with only 7,000 miles on it, it's still a consideration, because I do have my daily driven car. But I don't know, I'm really going to think about it through the evening. I'm sure the car's not going to be sitting there that long. So the biggest thing for me is, like I said earlier, I don't do track days anymore. So I kind of feel like the only time I'll really get the benefit of that car is, you know, once every blue moon, when I really want to take it out on a day off and spend the time, you know, ripping through the mountain roads, which, you know, to be honest, since I've had this car or any one of my Corvettes, I've done twice in the past year. Usually when I'm out cruising with my Vette, I'm usually you know, stretching its legs on 65 or something like that. Of course, that's 65 in Mexico. You know, a little stoplight to stoplight action. I just don't do the things that I used to do with cars or motorcycles or anything for that matter. So I just don't know if I'll really get the benefit of the 350R, and I think that it would bother me more than I would enjoy it. You know, I mean, look, I'm in my Vette now, and I'm just kind of cruising slow and relaxing. It's got a lot more amenities than the GT350R. It's just a different kind of car, different kind of ride. And I think really the biggest thing for me is the suspension, and I just don't know if I want a full-time manual transmission like I used to have. Don't get me wrong, you know, back in the day, I loved my Mustang GTs with their 5 speeds. I just don't know. I'm gonna talk to Katie about it. I already know what her answer is gonna be, but I don't care. Ultimately, I'm gonna make, I shouldn't say I don't care. I do care, because, you know, it'll take a little bit of time of me having to sleep on the couch and other crap like that. But yeah, you know, the other part of it too is I already put a really nice steering wheel in this car. I ordered wheels for it, then I'll have to pay a cancellation fee, and then I'll still have to buy wheels for the GT350 because it's got the carbon wheels on it, and it's just a lot to consider. And I really love my Vette. I don't know. Who knows? I'm still going to look at another car today. The Chevy dealer called me up. They got a 2017 ZO6. Basically the same car as what I have, just white instead of black. But it's a higher package. Does have more mileage, so that bothers me a lot. You know, I don't mind putting miles on my car, but I want to put the miles on the car. I don't like buying cars with high mileage. Not the 20 grand is high mileage, but for cars like these, it is high mileage. But who knows? I think for now, I really think I'm just going to stick with my ZO6, keep playing with it, and keep growing it. I want that 800 horse-pers. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe, please. Thank you.